Hello.
Oh, I'm still dumb, sorry. I thought you were the DM for tonight, Tess. Oh god, I'm so sorry. I'm running on. I don't know what the fuck I'm running on. Catch you around, sorry.
Like the fact that my mic was muted the whole time. Another technical issue. So, let's try that again. It is Saturday. It is Pathfinder Day. We have not streamed last week. We had a technical issue that resolved. I am your host, as usual, Zario Blackheart, and I play Amelia Sierra. I don't know who just joined me. So, if you're here, say hello. That was not hello.
Hi.
That was hello. So, this sounds like our new player, our newest player.
You'd be correct.
Aha. Okay. So, to kick things off, for those of us who have not been keeping up since, it's been a week since the last time 2 weeks since the last time we streamed. We are playing a Pathfinder game. Pathfinder adventure set in the world of Galarian. This is not the same as Dungeons and Dragons. Let's make this clear. The world is Galarian. The region we're in is called the Natambu Expanse, and where we are, our setting is called Magambia, which is a prestigious college, the most world-renowned and the oldest school for arcanists in the world of Galarian. So to put that in layman's terms, we are playing Harry Potter fantasy style. So each character is a student at the academy, sent here, sponsored by different means, sent here for different means, but the end goal is the same. We have magical talents. In our last, before I get to our last session, our newest player, you get to introduce yourself to our audience.
Hello. I am, trying to find my name, actually. Trying to get this stupid thing to load.
Oh, since we have a new port, I will send you the link. 1 moment.
Oh, thank you. I need it. I've been trying to get in, and I'm like, smack, 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 smack,
Yeah,
smack.
That technical issue had to do with port forwarding.
I see.
And that's as much as I can tell you, much as I know.
Cool.
So I am sending you the new link. I am copying, sending it to you now. There you go.
Okay, I did pick the usual name. Hello, I'm Chase Ashvale.
Who?
I was like, Chase Ashvale.
Chase Ashbell.
Correct.
Hello.
Salutations. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I just got called Stream Mother, and now I am confused on who this is in our chat. But
Stream Mummy.
hey. We are not doing that. But welcome to
I'm allowed to say that.
welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. As usual, this is an 18+ chat. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it fun. And thank you. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it fun. And that comment that our dear friend Chase just made. Trivia. This person, Chase, normally plays my kid.
Yes.
This is someone that is very dear to me in life, and I have adopted this person as my child. So
yes.
No.
It is wonderful to meet you all.
And so let's get back to this. My son here is playing Chase Ashvale. Tell us about Chase Ashvale. Where is he from?
Yeah. Where is he from? Oh, goody. We're getting into these details, are we?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm fairly certain that Chase was from the ports of Druma.
Oh, it's actually from Curse or Drummer.
Yes,
Hmm.
correct.
This works. What is Chase's magical class?
A alchemist. He prefers to use the elements around him.
That's it?
I mean, more than that, but you know.
This is your
I
time
mean,
to
you
shine.
can't say you're a neighborhood drug dealer, but
I mean, feel free to go into as much detail or as little detail as you like.
all right. Well, for a start, Chase has no faith in really much anything. He is what you might consider an atheist or something quite different. He keeps that rather close to himself. And as far as the actual roots go, um, his primary form of combat is a gunslinger. So we're gonna see how a alchemist gunslinger is gonna do in the field. Hope good.
Perfect. Now, give me one moment while I scarf down my food. I'm so sorry. I am hungry.
That's okay. I got a sandwich too. We're good. I just
So-
went to Subway.
so, there's going to be a bit of a fast forward, I hope. This will be the first session that Chase is playing with us.
Correct.
Chase, what is your... Excuse me again. Heritage and ancestry.
Okay. Well, foremost, he's a half elf. So his ancestry would technically be that of a human, but, you know, those elven roots run deep. And you had another question. Oh, wait, I already covered that. Never mind.
Yes, you did.
Wow. I'm on top of it. For once.
So here we have it. Chase is a half elf alchemist gunslinger.
Correct. I need to get better art for him. I have 0.
Don't worry, I got you covered.
Thank you.
And it looks like the rest of the team is joining.
Hello.
Howdy.
Bogreets.
Well, team, meet Chase. Us. He is one of our newer players. He will be joining us today for the first time.
Hello.
He is a gunslinger alchemist.
Hello. It is nice to meet you all.
What?
Pleasure to meet you.
Now,
A pleasure.
the other voices we hear right now are Orvin,
Hello.
our resident edgelord. But I believe our resident edgelord just had a respect as well.
Maybe.
Maybe.
And then we have Gordas.
Okay. It is nice to meet you. I don't think I've heard them yet.
Gordas is our goblin chef.
That's fantastic.
Oh, you missed the episode where he actually spent like 3 sessions making the pizza.
That's awesome. 3 sessions making a single pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I would subscribe to your channel for that.
It was a sweet adventure.
Just literally just gathering ingredients for like 3 sessions straight, and overnight just perfecting his style and doing his thing.
That better be some good ass pizza.
And let's not pretend that the reason behind it wasn't because people got knocked out by a mushroom farting.
That might have had
That's
something to do with
glorious.
it.
All right. Well, since I am new and fresh blood here, I am curious. How much voice acting goes on in here? I am relatively green at that.
Voice acting
Yes.
as in voice changing or voice like in character?
In character voice acting, like you speak for your character.
Oh, quite a lot. So,
Okay.
it should be nothing that you are not used to doing. It's basically the same thing we've done in our other campaigns.
Yeah. The only thing that ever screws me up is joining a new campaign where some people use me and I, and other people use they and them, and character name. That's
Well,
what messes me up. I'm like, okay, so is this a first person type, group, or is this a third person type group? Like, what are we doing?
It is first person when we're speaking in the dialect of our characters.
In the dialogue.
It
Okay,
is
cool.
third person.
That is good to know.
It is third person when we're describing what we're doing. That has been the pattern at this point.
Okay, sweet.
So-
I am gonna try not to fail at that.
Literally nothing you're not used to. Nothing you're not used to. Same thing we've always done, except this time it's not through text. We're actually speaking. So, example. Amelia walks over to Corbin when he comes out of the room, looks at him firmly, and goes, "So how'd that new sword work for you?"
I can't say that I've gotten the chance to actually use it.
And then she just kind of looks at him. You can, well, this is the best part about being a VTuber. You can see my facial expressions and understand what my character is thinking. So she kind of stares at him and goes, "What the hell were all those giant insects then? Why didn't you use the sword?"
You know, I really kind of wish that I could get a VTuber one day, just for this, just to make my character that I usually play. Because people would see how my facial expressions would move as the character, which I do a lot of while I'm role playing.
Well, eventually I will have a V2 character for a V2 Abby, probably for every roleplay character I do. So that's gonna be fun.
I got bases, I got pictures, I got whatever you need.
So that's gonna be
Got a
fun.
3D model.
So there's something to think about. But that was just a small example. So we will literally speak the dialogue as the character in first person point of view. But most of the times we speak our narration in third person.
Sweet. Okay.
Whatever's
I will
comfortable. Whatever's
try not to screw that up because I
there-
always do it backwards.
There's no way to screw it up. So as long as what you're saying is coherent, and we will, like I said, we will have conversations, like full conversations in character with each other.
Yeah,
So it's been fun. It's shenanigans guaranteed.
Okay.
Shenanigans guaranteed.
Well,
Just saying.
only thing I've ever wondered is if I should get a voice changer or whatnot. That's the only thing I've ever wondered.
Shall I mirror your advice to me?
See, personally, I don't give a flying.
Shall
you know what?
I mirror your advice to me?
Okay. Well, I'm confident enough not to use it, so suck
Oh no,
my,
God's here.
Hello.
Hi, God.
Hello, Jesus.
This is our GM. Our GM has joined the chat. Do we have Wobbles? Did I hear Wobbles?
Hello.
Wobbles is here. I feel like an asshole. Wobbles, say hello and say hello to our new player.
Hello, new player.
Salutations, other player. That went smashingly.
It went smashingly.
Mash it.
And for those who have not been, who are new to this stream, Wobbles is our resident puppet bard who has a really, really, really cool mask. I'm sorry. We didn't get to stream like we did last time, so what I want to do this time is the same thing we did last time, and I want everybody to go around except for, of course, Chase, because Chase has not done this yet, and describe their masks from the last session.
Also, I'm putting the port link in our chat,
Yes.
in the gaming chat. As such, you will need to grab in order to log in.
The new port.
God, why are you quiet?
I don't know. I'm practically eating my microphone.
Have you tried a little deeper?
Hey.
If I did that, all you would hear is the sound of me swallowing things.
Okay, I understand. I turned you up. Thank you.
As with last time, I'm going to volunteer the goblin.
Why do you gotta volunteer me for this?
Because I can.
Edgelord. Wait, so the goblin is also the edgelord?
No, the edgelord is the edgelord is our. The edgelord is the edgelord. You will understand.
Okay.
So
I'm differentiating characters still. I'm sorry. I'm learning. Me dumb,
Gordis, our goblin chef. Please describe your mask for the audience.
please.
Oh dear. It takes on the appearance of a cobra with the hood out.
That's pretty cool.
What are the colors and what do they represent?
The general color scheme is standard fire S colors, yellows, oranges, reds, some blue.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say black and red. I was gonna be like, I got you, fam. Got you.
Let's let them finish. Let's let them finish, Chase. And Gordis, why a cobra?
For the species itself, favorite kind of snake. For the symbolism, it's change, growth, shedding one's skin, so to speak.
This is significant specifically because Gordis is a goblin. Make this clear.
I
Now,
will be right back.
now our resident edgelord, you are voluntold to speak of your mask.
It is essentially a great horned owl that cuts off just above to like rest on the nose. That's where the lower portion of the mask sits.
Dope.
I actually sent Azzy a reference picture, but the coloration is not correct on that. The colors are typically like blues, blacks, a little bit of gold mixed in there. And
No, keep going.
And I remember it was essentially premonition. That was kind of what it was representing. That, and I can't remember the other thing that I said.
I believe it was protection.
Pretty much those two things.
Give me a moment. Okay. So I am going to swap screens quick and we will look at mask.
Again, that is mainly the concept. The coloration is not.
It is the concept. Yes.
So that.
There is the concept of corporate. That is the correct picture. Yes.
pulling it up really quick because I hadn't gotten to pulling it up yet. As it slowly loads on my browser, yes.
Alright. So, this is the representation of performance. Now, I believe it is my turn. What are we winning last time? Amelia's mask is actually the likeness of a decorated. It is it fits onto the head and actually stops. There's no it stops where the nose part would be. Underneath that, and it's decorated in gold embroidery, and underneath that there's an actual cloth that covers the eyes where the eyes should be in the skull. And then one other cloth beneath that is a veil from the nose down to the bottom part of the neck, a sort of embroidered lace pattern. And from the place where the eyes are strings of beads. They represent tears. The color scheme is black and gold. And this represents mourning. The gold represents prosperity. So it's something of a symbolism of celebrating both life and death, consoling the living and the dead. Which I think would be perfect for her, considering her connection to undeath and necromancy. And
Well,
her.
that
Go ahead.
that and the fact that she is the embodiment of love between the living and the dead.
I hadn't even thought of it that way, but there it is. For clarification, my character actually is a Dampier. Her father is actually a vampire. Her mother is human. So that's actually where that comes from. The love between living and the dead produced her. And her mask is this. Looks like that. That's Amelia's mask. And despite what it looks like on the on her eyes, she can actually see through there. Like it looks like she's blinded, but she can actually see eyes.
Yeah, it's like one way.
One way, exactly. So, last but not least, we're saving the best for last. I'm going to say that because this is my personal favorite mask. I'm sorry. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Wobbles, please tell us about your mask.
Oh, it's just a smiley face.
Oh, that's close.
Don't fucking lie.
It would still be my favorite if it was. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, go. Your turn. Go.
Wobbles' mask is that of a clockwork ursine. It is covered with gears that turn and clink, with metal pipes coming out of the snoot to let loose steam and whistle every now and then,
That's
along
cool.
along with a beautiful, very very manicured mustache coming out of it. It is made of coppers and steel grays and silvers with a bit of gold on there, and it is basically a celebration of everything that mankind has made to coexist within this world that constantly bucks against them. Because he himself, being a puppet, is man made, and his father, too, celebrates that, which helps man stand up against all of these all of these ancient beings and other forces of nature that surrounds them.
And considering we actually do have a bit of a problem with one very such thing trying to literally kill everybody, that becomes very significant to the larger scheme. in my eyes. Why Wobble's mask is probably my favorite mask because of how significant the symbology of that. So, as we tried to do last week before, my I realized that my sound for some reason did not go through the entire stream. We're gonna have everybody vote on whose mask they believe or which mask they like. Comment. You can do that on my YouTube. We are streaming live to YouTube. The comment sections are open, but again, please, only positive vibes. Negatives will be deleted. And that, I'm not sorry. Okay. So now that I believe everyone's here, sound off.
Hopefully.
Sound off.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello.
All of
Hello.
y'all messed that up. All of y'all messed that up. When I say sound off, you're supposed to go 1, 2.
Never.
Nah.
Never.
3, 4.
They all mess it up. That's okay. That's quite okay. We will have our beast mode conversation after the session. Okay, because that was an interesting conversation. Now, I'm going to hand the floor over to our DM. Our DM is going to explain our campaign to our newest player, Chase. Get Chase caught up to where we
Thank you.
are. Get Chase caught up to where we are, and also explain where we left off for those who are also joining us for the first time, as we do every session. So, come on.
So, you, Chase, I get to do this all over again with you.
Goody.
You have. Let me see if you have filled out your thing so I can bounce off of that. Oh wow. A very empty page.
Huh?
Wait. What was I supposed to do? I was never informed.
Did you not save it when we did your thing?
I did.
Just the entire backstory and languages and stuff
Oh.
is just empty.
Oh yeah, you did. Oh,
Yeah.
you didn't do biography. Okay, that's what.
No. I was unaware that was mandatory. My fault.
That's fine. You can
I
give.
thought
you-
it was a
you
go
can-
with the flow kind of thing.
You can.
I
You
can
can.
fill that out tonight.
You can also just tell him as you go.
Yes, correct.
All right.
So, you, however, you have came here, are at Megambia, and I am going to. Where is the welcome walk? There we
Okay.
go. Activate and slap your face here. You have come to the Megambia months and months ago. About the same time, not even a month ago, about a month ago, about the same time that the main crew has gotten into Megambia. However, due to unforeseen circumstances, you were unable to make the masking ceremony. You had come down with extremely violent food poisoning. Probably something that the resident Chisare tried to feed you when testing potions.
Oh, wonderful.
This tracks.
So, you are walking down the welcome walk, not because you are new to Megambia, but because you had to rest in Natambu's infirmary for quite a bit while you recovered. It took you about 3 days. And in that time, you managed to avoid the debacle that was the masking ceremony. While you were in the infirmary, all you heard about was the fact that it was invaded by huge insects, abnormally large insects, that were stoked into strange form of like violence. Um, Insects that are normally docile. Um, and all you can hear is about how they found strange tunnels underneath the campus and strange goings ons. Um, so now, as you walk through the Welcome Walk, uh, the rain has kind of died down a little bit, and you are able to enjoy your time there. Uh, your teacher, let me grab him. Heck off, thank you.
Quick question.
Um, yes.
Sorry. Welcome Walk is black.
Because we
Yes,
don't have
because
tokens on the scene.
you
Okay.
you don't have tokens in the scene, yeah.
Okay.
Um, Takulu comes out to greet you and help escort you back to uh the Spire dormitory and asks you if you're feeling any better. He wipes his bald head and looks a little bit nervous and goes, "Well, I suppose we should be thanking Chisare for giving you a terrible bout of food poisoning because you seem to evade uh, some of the worst masking ceremonies that we've had to deal with. Um, Bugs seem to have come up from underneath Megambia and started attacking students and faculty alike. So, you dodged that bullet, I suppose.
Are
By,
you certain?
yes. I mean, it probably doesn't feel like it, but beats getting rammed by a large beetle or bitten by a giant centipede.
I mean, speak for yourself. What I went through last night was hell. Excruciating. Have you never seen that much fluid? I've never seen that much fluid.
Well, at least now you know how much fluid a human being can contain.
That is a true statement, he said,
Um,
pressing his hand to his face.
Takulu walks you through the welcome walk and into Megambia proper. Let me see if I can just grab this. F off. F off. Blech.
I need
You should have your token.
the new one.
All of our tokens and pictures are busted.
I can see my.
Ah,
I
there we go.
did see my token.
Well, you could until I deleted it. Um, he takes you, from the welcome walk all the way over here, um, through the streets, past the stage, and towards the Spire dormitory. Um, so, as you're walking, he explains to you, don't worry, your masking we can do later on today, if you wish, or if you want, we can just get you back to the dormitory so you can settle in.
Likely the best course of action.
Takulu also explains how Koride is probably going to want to start sending people into the tunnels to investigate what's all down there. He cautions doing that on a day after, like 3 days after everyone got their shit pushed in, because he doesn't want his students like taking risks, too high a risk. So, um, he escorts you back to the Spire dormitory, and let me slap your icon here. Uh, Leaves you a with a wave. In the Spire dormitory, there are people walking around. You see Chisare sitting on the couch, eating slices of mango. Habram is outside attempting to fiddle with some more of his flying contraptions. Um, you hear a fizzing bubbling coming from Ignacio's room, and children playing from another part of the dormitory. It's lively, it's awake, people are, you know, buddling around doing their own thing, and quite a few of them have bandages on them in varying different places. They are banged up.
The concern on his face can easily, make a suggestion that he is concerned for these people.
They turn and wave. Uh, there's a loud, irritated clucking noise and a few like worried stutters from anchor roots in the back, but most of the people are wave you in. Um, they look fine. They're just a little banged up. Uh, Cesare kind of like not even shyly. He just kind of like smiles at you and tries to like not draw attention much to himself and goes, "Sorry about the potion. But hey, it got you out of the masking ceremony, so you didn't have to get your bricks beaten in by a bunch of angry insects. So there's that.
He does not
Yay.
seem pleased. Even still, visually on his face, you can see the irritation.
Sorry."
It just rubs her temple. That explains so much.
Well, I mean, you guys did help with the unfortunate cricket potion. So, you
Mhm.
know, I was just trying to flavor potions because they taste horrible on their own. Didn't think Flash Beetle reagent would make it do that. Well, you live and you learn. He gets up and quickly scurries back into his room. Nope.
Kind of watches him as he goes.
Amelia looks at him like, keep it up. No Salavian wine for you.
Damn it! Is all you hear behind the door. But right now most of the people seem a little um like they're resting. Uh as you are settling in, Essie kind of like very huffily enters the dormitory with her arms folded and a look of pure irritation on her face. And she looks at the group and kind of like harumphs and is like, I cannot believe what Corriday is doing 3 days after we all got attacked. I am livid.
What?
And Essie is generally not a person to get quite as vocal about her anger, but she is sitting there like seething a little bit.
What exactly is she doing?
We're supposed to be investigating the tunnels, but she's giving her favorite students the easiest jobs, and those of us she is irritated with, she's giving the worst ones. I hate it here.
Amelia is kind of looking at her like, slowly backing away.
It's like we should be investigating the tunnels all at once and in better numbers so that we don't get attacked by insects again. But no, what does she have her favorite students doing? Research, not going anywhere near the tunnels. What does she have everyone else doing? Digging around in the tunnels.
Oh. Amelia looks at everybody else.
And she pawned off the work, quote unquote, of getting the other people to join in the effort to figure out what the hell is going on to us. We are supposed to delegate the work to you instead of her job. As if I'm already not busy enough.
Hmm.
So, in light of that, would you like to come with me to investigate the caverns? Because obviously nobody else is going to do it.
Okay.
Hey, the fuck as well.
Just let me stop by the kitchen real quick before we do. Oh, before she leaves, she knocks on somebody's door.
Give me a minute. Hold on. And you can hear like the placing of lids on things and like the unstrapping of stuff. And Ignacy opens the door with like thick goggles on his face and an apron around his waist. Oh, hey, Dollface. What can I do for you?
Just tell me you're working on a bug repellent.
Well, yes, and why?
She points to his goggles and points to his apron. Like,
Safety first. There's a lot of reagents that can eat your skin off, so, you know.
he's blinking one eyeball at a time.
Right, not an alchemist. There are some chemicals that when they make contact with human skin dissolves. And I don't think you'd like, you know, being with me if half of my face was gone. So protection.
In her mind, she's just thinking about her father and all the sauce that he has. Like,
So,
she's like, let's go with that. But no.
Do you need anything else?
Well, I was gonna ask if you had something portable already done. You know, that won't eat everybody's face off.
Mm-hmm. And he kind of like tilts his head to the side and goes, "Well, once it's done, I'll give you a ring somehow and let you know. Because honestly, there's too many bugs. There's too many bugs in Megambia. I don't like it. Ugh."
Okay, just don't quit. Keep it up. And she like closed the door. Like,
Several lids become opened again, and furious bubbling can be heard.
Would we have heard that conversation over here?
I mean, if you're close enough. It's not like he was trying to be quiet. Just
Give you a ring for what? Is he trying to propose this early?
It's the proposal? Oh, congratulations!
and she was rubbing her temples. Oh my god, all of you. Did you
Shit,
not?
that moved fast.
Did you not see my family's reaction to him? They are not happy.
Oh, I thought they weren't happy because they were attacked by giant bugs. No one seemed very happy after that.
Wonder what Dad will think.
You know what? This is the one thing I don't want to ask him. So,
And all of a sudden, that's become the main thing I look forward to seeing.
so Ashley kind of like looks at you guys and goes, "Let's get something to eat first before we enter Ulawa's summons, so we can figure out what the heck's going on." Okay.
yep, sounds good. Oh,
Where is the
OOC,
kid?
real quick. OOC, real quick.
Yes.
Chase, Danny,
Yes.
you still have the picture I did of one of your characters.
I don't think on this machine, no.
Okay. Would you like me to send that one? Or
Send
you-
it to me real fast, just to show me
Okay,
what
let
what
me-
it's like, and
let me grab it real quick.
please. You.
Okay, one.
Because I just posted one in chaotic typing. You might be able to edit into something nice.
One moment. I am looking. Yeah, it was the one I did of this particular one. Let me pull it up. Hold on. It's gonna. stop using this screen if I do. I am glad I did. There are two. Remind me this.
So, you are at the kitchen. The mess hall, basically. There are large tables that are capable of accommodating everybody to sit at. Multiple students are sitting and eating, talking, and the Moosey, the cook, and her assistant are making breakfast. It smells good. It's warm, but not uncomfortably so. And the smell of food makes you kind of feel at home. What are you doing?
Collecting my daily.
Oh, side note. Did we have any dreams?
Oh, right. I have to do that.
Oh yeah, and rest stuff.
So everyone, besides Gordus and Corvin, has had a long rest and have gotten whatever spells they had back. Um, Gordus and my dear friend Corvin, uh, why don't you please give me will rolls, please? Will saves. Okay, for once, Corvin, you're not the victim.
So I get to sleep.
Mhm.
Okay.
It had
Uh,
to be that fucking kid who tells the teacher we had homework.
So, Gordus, you don't have good sleep. In fact, your sleep is horrible. You toss and you turn, and you can hear, at first, what sounds like war drums, slowly beating and picking up pace. And as they increase intensity, your vision blurs and shifts. You are crawling through the grass like an insect, across broken mossy stone, um, and through canopies of ruins of what looks like cathedrals. And you could see this red stone archway that seems to be crackling and sparking, but not. Something's wrong with it. It's not complete. Um, you hear chanting, deep, droning, otherworldly chanting. And you hear this booming voice. I will be free, and Magambia will rue the day it challenged me. Jatembe. Bay will know my vengeance. He will watch as I burn Magambia to ash. As this voice booms throughout the area, you can feel the magic radiating and picking up pace. Your mind kind of clouds a little, and you feel this pull to belong, to follow. And as the chanting hits a fever pitch, you wake up. Please give me a fortitude save.
Why do I have to be the one with the fortitude save?
You set a standard, and now you must pay for it.
I'm not the one that set the fucking standard.
Doesn't matter.
You suggested the standard.
I did not.
Sorry.
That was Wobbles.
Oh, well. Blame Wobbles then. So, congration, you managed to have dry pants for once.
For once, I haven't wetted them yet.
Well, you've wet them by going fishing, technically, so...
Haha. Yeah, tokens missing again. And also, since
You're gonna have to refresh.
Oh,
Yeah,
refresh.
You're gonna have to refresh.
Yeah, I sent you a Oh, hello Juan. I didn't see you till just now. But I sent you a picture for Chase's token.
Oh, good. Now I can set that. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, my
Yes.
token is still missing.
Why? It's appearing on mine.
You're the DM. This is brand new.
Okay. Save image. What is wrong with this image? Why is this doing this?
Might as well doing what?
Okay, there we go. That was really fucking weird. It's still not doing it. What is going on? Why is it not? Okay. I saved it to the wrong thingy. There we go.
It would not be my stream if it wasn't a technical issue.
Okay, there we go. There. Now Chase has a face.
Wait, is that empty one supposed to be mine? Oh, it's gone. Okay.
Yes,
There we go.
Just had to fucking delete it and put it back on. So you manage to, thankfully, not wet yourself. But you do wake up in a cold sweat, and you are tired. You are exhausted. It feels like you got hit by a Mack truck. It sucks. And you can almost still feel the drum beating in the back of your head as your temples throb.
Morning, Gordas. Want some honey?
No.
Amelia walks up to Nomusi and explains, we are about to go investigate tunnels from the attack.
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
Yeah, would it be okay if I did my daily work when we get back?
That will be fine.
Okay. She still looks for her. She holds up the vials if they're there.
Yep, she is. She hands them to you.
And then points to Chase. Yeah, he had one of Cheese Erase potions, apparently. So
Got roped into taste testing, huh?
He gives nothing more than a wicked glare.
I will take that as a yes. You should take some extra rations with you. And she hands you a small basket of journey bread. Journey bread is very filling. These are filled with dates and raisins and dried fruit, so they're a bit sweet. She also says, mind yourself while you're out there. I hear the teachers are having students put in a lot of work today following the incident, so please keep yourself safe.
Of course.
So, what are you all doing before heading off?
Chase would try to find a window.
There are several. Why?
Does anyone ask?
Well, I want to know what you're doing.
Okay, Chase goes towards a window and merely looks out of it. His intentions seem literally like as if he's just looking for someone.
It is started to pick up raining. You can hear it splatter against the window, making gentle pattering sounds for now. There are many students running to and fro in the campus, trying to get to their classes on time, trying to escape the rain. But you don't see a familiar face, unfortunately.
Discouraged, he turns away from it. And resumes packing.
Ready? Anyone else?
Just eat some breakfast really quick, just munching down. Look over at Gordis and making note of the grumpy demeanor.
For once, it isn't you.
Well, now I know what it looks like from the outside looking in.
Wobbles looks like he's walking on sunshine as he's eating his honey.
You
Any-
still have to repay me for that, small bear.
I already covered it yesterday.
And look what he's eating now.
Hmm? And then, like, his paw is just halfway in his mouth, and then he slowly takes it out and tries to add it back to the honey as
Don't.
if nothing
Do
happened.
not
Don't.
double dip, you little. Lucy grabs a wooden spoon and goes at you.
Ah! Ah!
Do
Run,
not put
shit.
your fingers back into the honey after you put them in your mouth. Who were you raised by, heathens?
Oh, well.
Does
For as quiet as Chase is, he does show a lot of expression right now as he saw the explosion of emotions. He watches this person with profound look on his face, his brows risen, and it looks like he nearly dropped a brick.
Rip.
do puppets technically have saliva?
No, not sure. Not entirely sure.
It's more the principle of the thing.
It's more the principle that he took his paw, put it in the honey, put it in his mouth, and then tried to put it back in the honey.
Double dipping.
Like a fucking goblin.
Hey.
So Lucy takes the honey away, latches it closed, and puts it on a high shelf. I am cutting you off.
He tries to reach for it, but he is just too small.
And she looks at Gordis and goes, you need to run another errand for me. As she looks at the honey jar and it's like half empty.
Okay.
Gordis will remember this.
Gortys mildly vibrating.
He is drinking a lot of coffee.
Well, still, that won't get me down. Today's gonna be a great day. Do you think we're one of do you think we're one of the favorite students or the unfavorite students?
We're
Will we
literally
get to
going
go on
down
an
the fucking.
adventure?
We're going into the tunnels that we were not actually supposed to go into. You know what? Yeah, it's going to be an adventure. Yeah, that's exactly what this is.
It'll be like exploring ruins, just like my dad. It'll be great.
Essie just kind of looks at Wobbles and like looks at the rest of you and looks at Wobbles and is like, You're a good bean. And like kind of like, oh bless your heart kind of way. Rest in PP, Wobbles. You got the fucking Southern Comfort treatment. As you guys are finishing doing whatever it is you're doing, Essie starts kind of like pulling you out of the kitchen to go deal with this stuff. Um, I'm gonna slap you all on here. Oh, I mean, not like slap two tokens on each other. There we go. Takulu goes to the Archon, takes you guys to the steps of the Archon office. As Essie moves with you. And
Where is it?
all
Where
that
is he
is
now?
holy. Hold on, give me a minute.
Yep.
My VTT is acting really stupid. Can I please have this? Both Ulawa and Ott stand on the wide stone steps. Ott carefully reviews a sheaf of papers, and Ulawa looks annoyed, the corner of her mouth tilted in a sneer. She looks at you all and goes, "Oh, how good of you to finally arrive," she says. Your little cohort is far from my first choice for something so critical. Holiday, please, Teacher Ott says softly but firmly and turns to the rest of you. After your services to Megambia during your first masking, we feel you are ready for an important task. Something is going on underneath the Tireless Hall, and indeed beneath more of the Megambia than we first anticipated. We're sending groups of students into the tunnels we have discovered as an effort to map them as thoroughly as possible. You will be one of these groups.
Amelia raises her hand slowly.
Yes.
Remember the ant problem?
Yes, this is unfortunately part of that.
Wonderful. Okay.
Yes, wonderful, wonderful.
So we're essentially going into the ant colony.
Effectively.
Looks at Takulu.
Yeah.
Do they have to live?
We would like you to not attempt to fight them because they will probably kill you if you do. Though there are a few things that you should know before going in. There are, from all accounts, loud droning noises coming from the caverns. So we think there is some sort of hive in there. So please, please be careful not to disturb it or do anything to set them off, because we don't want to have to recover your bodies. There's also the fact of we don't know if other things are living down there, so please be careful. There may be cave-ins, thing might not be fully structurally sound, things like that.
Any risk of sinkholing?
From the top, like from the Megambia's upper layer, probably. From the bottom, cave-ins are more your problem.
Okay. Like, reaches over and clicks the safety onto her sword.
Alright.
Don't worry, you can count on us. We'll get to the bottom of this. Or, well, map out a place to get to the bottom of this.
I really hope you maintain that enthusiasm.
I have to. It's what my dad would do.
So, Takulu gives you a list of things to be mapped that have been currently added to the list and haven't been fully mapped. There are things like old classrooms, catacombs, things like that. And the first place that he says where the major stage of operations is called the staging room. Where's the tunnels? This is a very big goddamn fucking place. Boop. 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 Boop.
Ooh.
It's a very big map. They basically have you go down on a little staircase lift thing. And it breaks you down to something called the staging room. After this disused room was found to hold many recent cavern entrances, the instructors added it to the list of tunnels to be explored and mapped. The desks, notes, and maps are all evidence of the first group that came down here, a cohort of Corriday's favorite students that balked at the task when they explored a few tunnels and found much more expansive cave system than they expected. Essie scoffs at this and is a bit indignant that Corriday would let students shirk their duties, one, and two, target students to do menial labor. She chafes visibly at this, and just kind of makes a very huffed expression. The bees droning caused them the most concern, apparently, and they convinced Koide to reassign them. The students were so quick to leave that they left all of their work here. So you have all of their work to go by.
Great.
Yay. The books and scrolls on the desk are some texts about Archon Library. Corriday's initial team hoped they might give some information or schematics, but the infested caverns don't appear in these old books, and so they aren't of any use. Papers tacked to the walls provide sketches of passages to areas C2, C3, C4, and C4. The passage between C3 and C4 appears on one of the maps with a portion of the wall circled with a question mark. These papers ought to give the students at least some idea going forward as to how to get to places. So, your entire thing. Tolo. Let me look at. Open, you nerd. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Open. No, incorrect. Good. So let me label these. Okay. So this is. Where is my tiles?
Why are we gaming and not role playing?
We are doing a Saturday
We are
game.
currently role playing, and I am live. Thank you.
Hey. My bad. I only saw one group of. Oh, I see. Okay, at the other end of. Okay, I'm sorry.
You're
We'll
good.
leave you guys.
You're okay.
I wish I had gotten here sooner. I am now left out of the fun. Is there a way for a late time yeehawing?
DM.
Not currently. We are in the middle of a game.
Ah, okay. Hit me up if there's still stuff going on. I'll hang out for a bit. Bye.
Bye. Let's see.
That was one of our more eccentric players from another part of our Discord, and we're just going to leave it at that.
I think I labeled the ones that we're doing. Okay.
C2, C3, C4.
So you can now investigate the area.
Let everybody else. Who wants to go first?
Marbles looks over the papers and sees these. It's C4 that has the question marks, right?
C4 appears on one of the maps with a portion of the wall circled with a question mark. Yes.
I want to check out here.
Okay.
Well, don't all answer up at once.
Perfectly alright with whatever area.
Also, I have another question.
Yes.
Who's that? As the little teddy bear points to the redheaded person that's been following them.
Bloody hell, do I have to, introduce myself twice?
You might have to.
Well, I've never met you, so
Okay,
hello.
pause. So the introduction that we do normally in the session, Danny, is normally OOC. We just tell the audience who
Oh,
we are.
OOC.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in character, none of us know who you are yet. Well, we know a
I
little
didn't
bit.
know whether that was in character or out of character. I couldn't tell. Sorry.
No. That was just us goofing around before the session actually started.
Oh.
Yeah, but in character, like the most we know of you right now is that you took one of Cheese Ray's potions, but we don't know exactly who you are.
Okay, so what is this? Tell me right now, is this OOC or IC?
Okay.
Who is speaking to me? I can't see stuff, and I have to go into the closet to speak because quite literally, I'm in my grandmother's house. I am flying back to Mass tomorrow.
Okay, so, let's not dox yourself on stream. So, right now, Wobbles is asking Lee who you are. So, on you, unpause. Back to the game.
Okay, I see. Got it. Do I really have to introduce myself twice? Very well then. I'm Chase Ashvale. Pleasure to meet you. He says, extending a hand out.
Wobbles crosses the distance and extends his hand out, but he can't really reach it because he's
Tall
just basically a foot tall.
elf.
I'm Wobbles von Birkenshire. Nice to meet you.
See, Chase sort of like kneels down and he puts his hand up first, like he's gonna pat him on the head. He doesn't though. He pauses mid motion, and he's like, and then he just decides, okay, shake hand instead. He had to think about it, and he offers his hand at his level.
He places his stuffed little paw into his hand and gives it a good shake.
Aww. And then he kind of grins, and he's just kind of like, I don't know whether I should pat you on top of the head or shake your hand. Preference?
Shaking my hand works, and welcome to the expedition. Don't worry, I'll be sure to keep you safe.
His eyebrows both raise, and he's just like,
Amelia just looks at him. Don't question it. Don't question it.
He just kind of blinks twice. He's like, okay.
You will understand soon enough. Also, and she kind of just like lazily waves. Amelia Servage looks at Gordis and Corvin. Don't be rude.
A pleasure,
I
Amelia.
wasn't being rude, I just hadn't gotten around to it. Corvin.
Nice to meet you, Corvin.
And nods his head.
Gordis totally didn't steal a thermos of coffee from the kitchen. Gordis.
Nice to meet you, Gordis. Say, are you all a part of the college? He says, squinting his eyes, very uncertain. his elf is showing.
Amelia.
Yeah.
Just blinks a few times.
No, we're not part of the college at all. We're consultants.
Ha.
We come from very.
He had to think about that.
We come from very. We come from very far away, and Absalom charges a lot for our services. So you should start paying. Remember that.
I see. I'm actually from Daruma myself.
I was joking. Of course, we're students at the college.
You hear a slight bit of static appear from his ear.
The fucking dial-up tone comes out of his head.
You're lucky I'm in a good mood. Any other time I would actually make you pay for asking that question.
So,
In fact, that's the moment where Corvin will just go into his head and start playing Pong or something.
So, there are 3 tunnels that lead out, well, 4 tunnels that lead out of this room that you're in. Which way do any of you choose to go? There are only certain things that are showing up on the map that the students have done. And that is C2, C3, and C4.
Okay.
Wobbles already made the question to go to C4. Also, what's our light situation here?
There are several bioluminescent fungi that are in different places of the area. You can see the glow from certain parts of the tunnels leading from the staging room. But other than that, it's kind of dark.
Is it possible
I don't.
for... Sorry.
No, you sir.
Is it possible for Chase to walk up to any of the bioluminescent mushrooms and discern their species, whether they're poisonous on contact or not? And can he remove one as a lamp?
Yes. You will need to first go down to one of these mushrooms, which are located over here.
Awesome.
And give me a nature roll.
Give you a nature roll. Okay. Now, this is my first roll I've ever done. So, how do I do that?
Click your character sheet.
Thank you.
This will judge how you will be
And
for the
then
rest of the
go-
game.
You see the little round buttons on the top of your character sheet?
Yes.
Go all the way over to that little hand. Click it.
The
And there
hand
should be the skills.
proficiencies.
Yes.
Nature.
And find nature and click it.
Oh Lord. Yeah, we're not gonna do good, guys.
You would be surprised.
Many tribulations lie in your future.
You are not quite sure what this is. It could be a species that you're just not familiar with, but you know and you feel that it radiates primal magic.
Got it.
It is roughly the size and width of a dwarf.
It is not wise to cut off a piece.
There are smaller ones growing around that are roughly the size of a torch, but they aren't glowing as much.
Got it. So he deems it ineffective and gives up.
Does anyone else want to do anything else?
Amelia can see in the dark, and she's just making no effort to hide that. So,
which spots did you say were open?
There's this tunnel right here, this tunnel right here, this tunnel right here, and this tunnel right here.
Wobbles faces the darkness of this tunnel.
Okay.
And says, "Don't worry, I have exactly what we need," as he reaches into his fat backpack and pulls out a torch.
Ingration.
It's not lit, and he looks hesitant to light it.
Amelia just looks at him and goes, "Keep the light at my back." Fine. And she kind of like snaps and tries to prestidigitation heat it up to light, so that it slowly lights in his hand.
It slowly starts to heat, smoke, and then smolder.
And he slowly starts to freak out.
God damn it.
Like all that confidence and brimming with joy to be exploring is just slowly melting away as the torch lights up more and more in his little paws.
This is why we could have nice things.
Somebody take that from him, please. We need him.
Carvin just fucking reaches down.
No, I got it. I got it.
Breathe, Wobbles. Breathe. In, out. Deep press.
In, out. A torch is an adventurer's best friend.
His,
and is essential to anyone that wants to go exploring, he says as he holds it as far from him as he can.
it is harmless to you, and it will not leave your side unless you make it.
It is very that is very untrue. It could be quite harmful.
Wobbles, listen to me.
All right.
It is harmless to you. Repeat it.
It is harmless to me.
It will not leave your side. Be the bear. She like motions to his mask.
Be the bear. Be the bear. Yes, I got this. Yes. All right. So to C4, yes?
I will go with you to C4.
Okay, thank you.
Just keep the light at my back, please.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to C2.
All right. So, while Wobbles and Amelia go to C4, you can move your tokens. Just grab them and fliddle them around. C2 is wet. You take a step and don't realize how steep it is, and just slide. You don't slide super fast, but you slide enough that you are now in ankle-deep water.
Oh, Danny,
Yes.
move your token where you are.
God
Okay.
Damn
Got
it!
it.
Now I'm.
C3, you're down here.
No, you're what?
Now my pants are wet.
So, the room has several puddles of murky standing water that has probably served as a drinking source. There's some sort of crustacean mostly submerged in a puddle. Do you roll me a perception to tell what it is, perhaps?
Feck.
Is that for which area?
C2.
Perception.
Who rolled that?
So you what?
That would be me.
Oh, why does it keep calling you new player?
No,
I'm
because
gonna
every new token that gets added, if it's not named, is new player by default.
I'm gonna eat my own ass. Okay, so Gordis, you know what this is. This is a Vexgit. A type of weird crustacean-y gremlin. And most of the creature's head is missing. It looks to be caved in. You also notice a silver ring on its finger.
Can I examine it?
Yes. It is just a silver band. It's probably worth something, so it's worth keeping.
You know, just because for some reason I feel the need to do this, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Roll me a fortitude save.
Oh, speaking.
Fortitude save.
Congratulations, you're doing the same masochistic thing Corfin has done to himself all along.
You are now dazzled, as this entire area is covered in fungal spores and glowing fungi that apparently glow with primal magic. Congration, you are mildly blinded for about 2 or 3 minutes.
Speaking of which, Amelia's gonna take her mask off and pop her glasses. While we're down.
Alrighty.
Roll a fortitude save.
You can, yeah, you are probably, well, you're not even anywhere near the.
I'm nowhere near them.
Yes, be a smartass.
So, that is all that appears to be in C2. C3, are you doing anything else in the large mushroom cavern?
I
Any-
would try to see what is currently available around.
In what manner?
Um. Whew, sorry, I was looking at the picture. It's hard for me to maneuver this while I'm on bad internet.
Oh yeah, that'll suck. That will
Yeah.
always suck.
How do you move this without like just going in and out?
You left click token and drag it.
Okay, like I'm trying to understand how to tam around.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, right click and hold the map and then move your mouse around.
Oh, you're. Thank you. Oh my god. I was
Thought
alert
you
for the
meant your
corner
token,
still.
sorry.
No, 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 no. Thank you. I'm like, how does this site even work? Okay, we're good. We're good. All right. So I would try to see what is currently in this mushroom cavern, and if there are any mushrooms that I see that are different compared to the ones that had a primal energy currently coming off of them. I would see if there are any different species I can discern.
Roll me a nature.
Let's go again! Yo,
I'm sure it'll be fine.
this will be fine. Oh, sweet baby
All moments
king.
before, it was in fact not fine.
How would you put that out there in the universe?
Oh.
Such cruelty, such cruelty. Fuck. Ah!
Okay, you click it. Okay.
Listen, we suffered the mushroom. There must be an
Okay.
indoctrination.
You mean an introduction? Indoctrination means something completely different, my friend.
I have a 15.
Okay, cool. You notice that the mushrooms in here aren't harmful. Um, so, but they are unappetizing. So eating them is probably not a good idea. Um, there isn't really any other type of fungi growing in this immediate place. The glowing primal energy mushrooms seem to be taking over this particular cave.
I see. So I would try to move on past then.
Okay. So, ooh. So as you guys get to Azzy and Bubbles get to C4, you notice centipede carcasses lie on the floor on like lie on the floor in the south part of the room. Around here.
Oh, that way.
Yeah,
Okay.
around here. They seem to be curled around a ball of string or wire, like a cat with a ball of yarn.
She looks back and wobbles, trying not to blind herself with the torch. You see this, right?
Yes, I see it. What do you think happened? Are they dead?
They're very obviously dead, I believe.
If you say so. He's still keeping like one eye on the torch at all times.
Is it possible for Chase to find those in C4 at his current from
Yeah.
watching the light in the distance?
Roll me a perception.
Okay.
and
How do you? Oh,
Yeah, perception is on the front of your character sheet.
there you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, you very easily find the torchlight and are capable of going up there.
Amelia is going to do a more thorough investigation of the corpses of these carcasses. Sorry, centipedes, because they do not look like something that they obviously did not do this themselves. So, what's killing them?
Okay, so what are you doing to these corpses?
Well, besides just looking at them, she has her glasses on.
There's no magic.
So the first thing is she's going to touch one of them and read psychometric resonance.
How hard are you touching them?
How hard? These are the same like centipedes that she like threatened, right? The one that she grabbed, like.
They're the same species, yes.
But they're not the same size.
Yeah, they're giant centipedes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the same ones that we've been dealing.
Yeah.
Well, she's not gonna pick them up. She's just gonna like put her hand on one.
Could you roll me a reflex save, please?
One. Reflex.
Actually, all three of you roll me a reflex save.
Reflex.
It's
Let's
a
go.
All three of you roll me a reflex save. Reflex save is on the front of your sheet. It is underneath initiative or perception. You need to click the reflex button.
Oh,
By the way, I'm
roll.
new. I'm new player.
I figured. Okay, awesome. All of you save. As Amelia touches the carcass, it flings open, and every single leg on the centipede carcass is pulled from the carcass and flung. They appear to have been sharpened, as indicated when they hit the stone of the tunnels. They lodge in with a very loud chitinous chink. You guys managed to dodge all three of the traps that go off like right next to each other. Ended up triggering each other. After a few minutes, all of the legs are expended and the trap is done. All of you are kind of like getting a heart attack for a little bit. But it is now safe. There are no more traps in the room.
Wobble screams.
Well, I was going to ask if we would have heard the initial thing, but I'm assuming we hear the scream.
Oh, you hear the scream. You don't hear the thing unwind until it starts shooting the legs, but you hear the legs clatter around the room, and you then hear Wobble scream.
Move over that way.
Amelia,
Am I no longer dazzled?
No, you're fine.
Amelia like stands up when it's all over and starts dusting herself off. Safe to say that was not a trap that other bugs set. So.
But who sent them? Do you think it was the other students that were here before? No, that doesn't make any sense. Why would they do that?
Coming around the corner.
Actually makes perfect sense that they were trying to prevent something from coming this way.
What in the hell was that? What happened?
Trap.
And Wobble screams again because he didn't expect people to be behind him.
R.I.P. Tiny Stufflins. Gonna fucking have a heart attack.
Okay, at this point, I want to know if Wobble still has a grip on that torch.
Yes, and he's waving it at them threateningly, awkwardly.
Ace Ventura style.
You actually see a different emotion on Chase's face. A smile. Prize.
So,
With the fire rate, imagine that it's just like he's going in and out of focus as he's waving it, thus making the smile look all the more nightmarish.
One menacing. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Wobbles, you are supposed to be Freddy Fazbear, not Danny.
What's a Fazbear? I don't know. Ah!
There we go.
Quit the screaming.
Okay.
Sorry.
Wobbles,
And he stops screaming.
breathe.
He's gonna hyperventilate when you tell him that, you know that, right?
Uh-huh.
Corbin takes his hands off of his ears.
I have put the silver ring in my inventory.
We're still looking and Wait, the trap was down here, right?
Yes, it's down
Okay.
there.
I was here. What was that
Yeah,
supposed
just
okay.
about.
Okay. Okay.
Well, okay. Wobbles gets his shit together.
Do you remember where that question mark was, Bubbles? Now that you're not panicking. On the map.
Yes, yes. It was around somewhere here against, like, it was pointing at a wall. And
Okay.
I think I can do something about that if someone would hold this torch for me.
Chase opts to. Oh, or not.
Nightmarish.
He just goes and takes your torch, still smiling.
With the torch taken from him, he relaxes just a bit more.
Cool.
He adjusts his little suit and pulls on his straps a bit to try to look a bit more in charge. Okay, yes, I got this. And he takes out his trumpet.
Okay. What is he doing with his trumpet?
So the question marks are there's the wall that's marked, right?
Yes.
He's gonna go up to it and like caress it, try to knock on it, see maybe there's something about it, like a trap or if it's a pathway or something.
Play
Okay.
the Jeopardy song.
It seems like a rock to you. Do you want to try and roll a perception?
Yes.
I will
Roll
help.
me a perception.
Amelia helps. She can see in the dark.
Yeah. See in the dark. I have some torchlight. Do I get any bonuses?
Yeah, I'll give you a +2 circumstance bonus.
Yay. Crap, I messed it up.
Well then.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
As you
Damn.
are feeling around, you remember what your father taught you about finding hidden doors and secret compartments. And you start gently pressing your hands against the wall until you feel a click. And the wall kind of springs open, revealing an entire room.
Huh.
Oh, wow. Hey. Look what I found.
As you open these doors, you notice it's filled with beds and food and things like that. And as you are opening it, you see a familiar dog-like face.
Wait, what?
You see a familiar dog-like face.
Is it a bug?
Hi!
We know.
You're those students from the Megambia!
We know exactly who that is.
Oh God.
Okay, DM, please fill in Chase, who was not here for that arc.
Okay, so the TLDR is that there was an inciting incident which the players basically had to stop a vengeful asshole from uh, murdering a bunch of people. It turned into Clown Town near the end, as pretty much I kept fucking crit failing all of my rolls, and all of the players kept criticaling the boss, and fucking yeehawed him. One of the people that were being manipulated by this bag of ass is the Pugwumpies, which are dog-like gremlins. So there is a Pugwumpy in here, just chilling.
Yes, it's us. What are you doing down here? Even more so, how long have you been here? Even more so, did you put those traps down here earlier?
Well, lived here a long while. That stone ghost person had us and our boss Benji working all the time. But then, when Stone Ghost stopped appearing, Benji came down and told us we're free. So we live here now. But then the bugs, lots and lots of bugs, came. We came too because the calling. All of us heard this this voice calling, telling us to come. And we couldn't resist, and then bugs came with us. But the bugs are big and mean and bullies. Stone Ghost tried to use some of the bugs to dig and build under here, but I think something else take control of them now. Stone Ghost's gone.
Amelia looks back at our two who have been hearing such voice and flashbanging students. This sound familiar to you?
Would a specific calling effect ring a bell? Or is that something new?
The visions that you think for a minute and the visions that you and Gordis have had felt, in some ways or another, you felt like you were being pulled towards a purpose, compelled almost to come to that location where the gateway to the Red Star is. You still don't know exactly where that is, but every time you sleep, you have those dreams and you feel compelled to go there. It's the reason you are having these dreams. Luckily, you have enough willpower to not, like, succumb to them because you're not a fucking insect. But you have them nonetheless.
I guess you could say there's a degree of compulsion about it. Oh, yes, that is familiar enough.
Mhm.
Oh. Well, what's your name?
Oh, I'm Bix. Hi.
Hi, Bix. I'm Wobbles. Are there other bug wompies down here?
Yeah, lots and lots. Home now.
Oh, good. Uh, maybe you could lead us to them.
Maybe?
I remember the
I know
leaders.
there's a few nesting areas around. We don't sleep, normal. Routine. We don't sleep on routine. We sleep whenever we want. So, some of them might be empty. And, Bix gets up and kind of, like, slides off the bed, pitter-patters out the door, and, turns around this way. Like, let me just... Turns around this way, and then immediately stops. turns very quickly the other way and goes, these, and walks up to over this way. Essie kind of is standing to the side, staring at something a little further up in C5. But she doesn't seem to like motion you guys closer yet. She just kind of goes, "I've got whatever's going on here, I think."
Huh. Okay, wait. So which way are we looking at right now?
This way.
Okay, so back this way.
Yes. When?
There he goes.
So the Pugwampy pushes a hidden rune that opens the door, and there are a few Pugwumpies in here. You can see past them, and there's like a table with like maps and stuff on it. And it seems like the Pugwumpies are playing cards on it. Whatever it was being used for before, the Pugwumpies don't give a shit.
Tim.
So they were
Yeah.
speaking.
Wait, Tim.
What?
Whenever we see them playing cards, is it like that picture of just a bunch of
Oh
dogs?
my god! I hate you all so much.
Like some of them have the visors, one of them is actually smoking up what looks like a cigar.
No, they're playing Go Fish, effectively.
But we can.
The
Well,
only thing you can test it on that was the kind of card game.
So we can, but we can clearly see that there's like a map on the table.
There's maps and paper all over this table.
Okay. Amelia flat out asks, "Can we come in?"
Some of the Pugwumpies that are in the room are kind of like look at each other for a minute, and then like look at you, and then look at the Pugwumpy that's standing in the doorway with this dumb grin on its face, and goes like they gibber in Gremlin. And one of them looks up at you and goes, "Friend," like fucking
Oh god.
Stitch, like with that fucking dumb toothy grin, and like kind of nods.
Wonderful. She's like wonderful, and like trots in because she sees them at the table and she wants to see that map or that thing they're playing on. So, how far can we go?
Give me a minute.
I'm sorry, that Stitch thing was cute.
There is a gremlin that is nervously wringing her hands, walking back and forth. And there is and there seems to be the other gremlins playing poker, or Go Fish, really.
Said poker. That's in the world
Poker.
now.
Hush,
Okay.
hush, hush.
You know what? For
They're
that,
playing Go
okay.
Fish.
For that, I'm gonna go up to the table. I'm gonna say, "Deal me in."
Do you want to lose money to fucking gremlins?
Or I could walk away with riches beyond my imagination.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah. So
Okay, I won't.
So Amelia is immediately kind of drawn to the papers on the table that they're playing on that they're not paying attention to, and she goes, "Can I take a look at those?"
The gremlins kind of like look over, look at the map, look at you, look at the map, and kind of go, I just shrug, like, I don't fucking care.
Well, I don't want to disturb your game. I just want to make sure I can get to them.
The table is stout wood and set 2 feet off the floor. There isn't enough room for small or larger creatures to fit, but gremlins can easily scurry under the table with ease. The map is property of the Megambia. It seems like Kershkin stole it to help with the plan of Stone Giant, which is most probably the case. They've since covered the map with scribblings, partially completed schemes, and notes in a mishmash of Common, Undercommon, and Terran. Even though the plans are indecipherable, they plainly depict targeted attacks on the Megabia. Anyone examining the map can see that the storage room and the outdoor introduction ceremony site are circled, as are the Tree Stump Library and the Tireless Hall, all locations that Stone Ghost minions would have targeted. However, luckily, the players, you guys, have outmaneuvered Stone Ghost already, and have revealed to Kershkin and the Gremlins that they were being used, and that Stone Ghost was indeed the person who slaughtered Kershkin's entire family. So Kershkin has been happily just letting her gremlin family take up residence in what would have been originally a war room. She doesn't need it anymore, and her family still needs a place to stay, and hell, Ott said they could. So here they are.
So none of these maps are maps showing tunnels that lead to these places under the.
Yes.
Yes, they are, or yes, they're not.
The tunnels were dug originally by Stone Ghost, but it seems like something else is making them dig further in. And it's not the Gremlins anymore. There are many abandoned tunnels beneath the school that are marked on the map too, with hatches leading to the Spire Dormitory in Undercommon, saying they live here.
That can come in handy. So she looks at the maps and then she asks, "Where's Kershkin?"
Kershkin out hunting. Says something wrong with bugs. Bugs start acting worse. Can't control anymore. Stone Ghost was able to do, but we don't know how. And with him gone, bugs start acting weird. No longer take orders. Start herding gremlins. Gremlins lock ourselves in here. Much safer. More food.
Do you know which ways he's hunting?
The fucking gremlin kind of goes cross-eyed for a minute. And, like, points up at the roof. Like, up at the, like, fucking ground.
So she's
goes
on the
up, above, surface.
Oh, she's on the surface. Okay.
She thinks something else causing all of this. Something stronger.
Amelia is sort of debating on whether or not to tell them or not. But you know what? I'm gonna take a chance. Okay. I need you all to listen up very carefully. And she looks back. All of you. To all of them who are in the room can hear her.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to roleplay this out or just explain what she's saying?
Roleplay it out.
Okay. So she looks at them all, kind of sits down like it's story time. Goes, well, the short version of this is Kushkin's right. There is something a lot stronger than Stone Ghost. We believe and know that this something is controlling the bugs. The campus has been attacked, and we are here to figure out where they're coming from. So, whatever it is, and it is older, more malicious, and very much stronger than Stone Ghost. So, the bugs will continue to hurt you, and we're going to need help. We would like for the campus to not get surprised with another attack. And seeing as how we helped you deal with Stone Ghost, you can help us out with this.
The gremlins kind of like look at each other for a minute. They're kind of quiet and they're just like,
Yes, yes, yes. Call Kershkin. Call Kershkin. We'll organize. Make sure these tunnels are safe. No more bad bitey insects. No more mean snow ghosts to boss.
She looks at everybody else. Anything to add? Kind of eyes, Corbin. Do not flashbang them.
No, I tend to save that for certain circumstances for now.
Oh, but hey, Corvin, maybe you can look at the map and kind of memorize it, so then you can do your thing and make it appear when we need it.
I can try at the very least. And
I mean, it's like, that's actually a good idea. And she kind of sets the map out and holds it up, like stretches it out and holds it up.
I'll take that moment to at least try and dedicate it to memory.
I mean, that's a really cool power. Oh, Sealy.
I mean,
That's
it really
freaking
is
cool. Yeah.
For our viewers who have not known what we're speaking of, our resident edgelord has the ability to manifest things in his mind, and he has used the same ability to manifest his dreams from the first person point of view to our instructors and quite literally scare the hell out of them. One of them was at my suggestion because she needed to see it too. Anyway, not sorry. So
rude.
So
I may not be able to kill my instructors, but I can at least emotionally traumatize them as much as I am.
God damn. See a therapist.
Does the school even have one?
Probably. Have you tried looking?
I don't think my family's insurance would cover it, Coach.
No, that's sad.
So with that being said, Amelia's gonna hold up this map to Corvin. You can't see my avatar, but my arms are outstretched with the map in hand. And she's like, "Let me know when you're done."
Just spends the time necessary and just looks up, gives a little nod on his head.
I mean, Amelia was just planning on taking it, but now she's gonna leave it with them because mapped out almost everything needed. So Amelia kind of looks at the Pokemon one time like, who here is the best at remembering things? And she looks around at all of them. Pokemon piece.
They all kind of look around and then immediately point at Benji.
She goes, "Okay, yeah, can you come here, please?"
Benji kind of looks at literally everyone and just fucking makes a burbling, scared noise in her throat.
Don't worry. This is important. So,
Anchorroot 2.0.
But they like Anchorroot.
Yeah, I know.
This is part of the anyway. So she kind of waves them over, and she kind of looks at them again. "I'm sorry, I'm going to need your table for a moment. I don't. Do you mind?" Because she knows they're still playing their game.
They scoot over to one corner of the table and continue playing, kind of just ignoring you for the time being.
Yeah, so she spreads the map out for Benji, and she marks the locate, and she like points at the locations where they marked for where they were originally going to attack.
Yep.
And she goes, these are the things, these are basically all the areas that have been attacked by the bugs.
Mm.
So we need these areas fortified from down here. Those traps, did you set that trap, those traps earlier?
Not me, but one of the other gremlins did.
Do you think we can set traps like that around these areas to prevent the bugs from getting in? Your favorite, your friend, the Knoll that I brought to see you before, my friend Ankarut, she lives here. We don't want anything to happen to her, right?
Benji just kind of nods.
So I'm gonna need your help to make sure that these places do not get attacked again. And if you see, Kershkin, please have her go see Ott about this.
I'll try. She just kind of like, she looks like a chihuahua. She looks like a trembling little chihuahua.
Was that too much?
She looks at the map over again and makes note of the places.
She just
and kind of just nods and goes, well, I will mark these areas for fortification, but I'm not strong enough to kind of, and her voice trails off.
Well, I don't expect you to do it yourself. There's a lot of you down here.
She kind of nods and like nervously wrings her hands and kind of shuffles out of the way.
She looks at them like, I'm serious. Like, you're all gonna have to learn to work together for this one. Sorry, I don't mean to sound like a cliche record, but this is a big problem. This thing is not just trying to hurt you; they're trying to hurt everybody in the world. The bugs aren't gonna stop.
Yeah, they already interrupted mining plans.
She's like,
start digging everything and then biting everyone.
Wait, where are they digging?
Up further, past the first nest, I think. Just out the door where you came in, to the right, where that lady is. Lots of angry mining bees.
Uh-huh.
Are they trying to dig up to the... He's not gonna mention it outright, but he's going to draw the shape of that egg.
Oh.
It was more so directed towards
We're looking at the map to see if that's the Tyler's Hall, like the place where the Tyler's Hall is.
Yes, it is right underneath it.
That would be a problem. Yes.
That's a big problem.
That's a very big problem. Okay. What's his name? What was her name? Gisby, Bixby?
One is Bix, the other is Benji.
Okay. Benji is the one that she asked to remember the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Benji, make sure Ankarut knows what I told you. Okay, not Ankarut, Kershkin, sorry. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
This is important. She needs to know. This is very important.
Well, I will attempt to find her. I don't know exactly where she is.
Oh, it's fine waiting for her to come back. That's perfectly fine. Just make sure she knows. And she kind of takes him out. Do you need this, or can we take it with us?
The other Pugwampy's kind of just like, I don't fucking care. We don't need to, like, one of them flat out says, we don't need to use it anymore. We're free.
She's gonna like, you know what? No, keep this so you know what to fortify. Keep it. And she leaves it there.
Okay.
Oh, matter of fact, she hands it to Bix and Benji.
Okay.
Hands
I
it to
will
her.
be right back real quick.
Yeah.
Hold that thought.
I will be right back too.
Game pause, everybody.
Game pause. This is a good time to take a break. So, break time. Okay. So, Chase, you've been very quiet.
Yes. I've been waiting for a moment that he can speak.
Well,
So.
we're about to convene over this, so we have a lot of time to speak.
Good.
All of us are going to stare at you, and you're going to speak.
Because he's going to suggest, why not just develop a pesticide or repellent for these damn things?
That's already been. But there's a. Actually, I'm going to just tell you that in character when we talk about it. Because he apparently does not know it. Was not completely caught up to what the problem was. So it should have been this thing said, but that's okay. Everybody else? Questions, comments, funny things.
In my head, I'm just amused by the fact that everybody is so happy that Corvin can do this this imagination manifestation thing, and then what happens when he can't?
His popularity will go down.
I mean, we still have prestidigitation. So, any other comments, funny things about what's happened so far? Anyone? Including our audience. Questions, comments, concerns, things that we can comment on and respond to. Do you have questions for the players? That's another thing. You can actually ask questions for the players. And I will relay your words to them.
I don't. Well, actually, potentially. More about the campaign and stuff in the world.
Okay.
Okay.
We will answer what we can.
Also, in regards to languages, I was unaware that we're supposed to pick languages when we entered this.
Well, you know, you automatically get common in whatever your whatever language you your region or your race gets.
Okay.
So I think as a half elf, you get to choose Elvish.
Yeah.
Anything beyond that would be, I think it's one language, plus your intelligent, one extra language plus your intelligence modifier. So what's your intelligence?
My intelligence is a total of 1 second.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Just the modifier.
Just the modifier for intel. Okay, intel is 2.
It's +2.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to speak a lot of languages.
Yeah, I don't know how do.
Okay, so on your character sheet, right? On that first page, versus languages, the plus sign next to it.
Yeah. Where would that be?
On your first page. The first page of your character sheet, where your picture is.
Yeah.
There's your class, your heritage, your all that. Look down right above the ability scores. There's a section that says languages. You see?
Languages. Oh, I see now. Thank you.
Yeah, there's a plus sign. So you should automatically get common, and then you can choose your other languages by clicking the boxes You don't have to do it one at a time. You can just click the ones you have and save at the same time. So,
How
like
many languages can you pick with the modifier?
you get two to start with, which is your the common tongue plus your racial ancestry
Okay.
language, and then
Got it.
depending on where you're from, if they have a different tongue, like a different tongue, you can actually choose that.
Well,
as
this
one of your
dude's
attributes.
from Druma, so
But what part of Druma, and that all makes a difference. This is where-
probably in the port areas, more towards the coast.
so probably from Curse.
Yes.
Okay. So Curse, we will take a look.
Like actually raised and cursed, but born specifically in an unknown glade.
And
So
I
that's
exist.
about it.
and man, let's look
Welcome
at
back.
Curse.
I'm sorry.
We're helping Daniel with languages.
Yes.
Oh, fun.
So
I also finished my background.
Oh,
Got you.
nice.
so Druma languages spoken are actually common and dwarven in Druma.
Yeah, because it's a dwarven founded city.
Yeah.
Anyway. What are you all doing now? There's still plenty of tunnels to explore, but
well, Amelia in particular is gonna go back and let Essie know what she just learned.
okay. Essie's still where she was.
But did they tell us where they're digging to get to?
Yeah.
Like, give me a quick recall. That was a lot of information.
Okay, they did say that they were digging where the lady was, like above, like past C4, where we were to begin with, like around C5 and C4. The wasp were digging
Where
there.
the offices, where the offices of Corey Day and Ott are.
Yeah,
Where the egg is.
where the egg is.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, okay. Then
So-
yeah, we should probably head there.
Yeah.
So that was one of the first things she would let them know before they go exploring again. Actually, because Corvin brought up that point, and that's why I asked if that was right under the Tireless Hall. So
yeah, let's go tell.
all in favor?
Yep.
Supposedly.
I-
Get out of the way.
And then she looks at Chase. I'll fill you in a moment. Let's go.
He fo-
So, yeah, she walks right up to Essie, and I'm not sure what Essie's looking at. We have a problem.
Yeah, we do. And she points at the mining bees digging furiously.
You know where this is under, correct?
Yep.
Do you know what's
I do.
Do you know what's in that area?
The offices of Takulu and Lawa?
The egg is in Corday's office.
You have to remember, they don't know about that.
Oh, they don't. Okay. So she kind of looks at her like, okay, let me explain. And I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna roleplay this. I'm just gonna recap what she tells her. Tells her about the expedition they went on. She tells her about Wabba's father. We found out had the thing and had the egg and sent it to Corey Day for keeping, and then we found out what it was from Jatembe's wife, and then came back to tell Corey Day exactly what it was, and it's still in her office in stasis, and now they believe that that's why they're digging so furiously under the Tireless Hall. They're trying to get to the egg that has the King of Biting Ants fucking essence in it.
So Essa kind of just blinks and like looks at you and is like, that is a lot of information taken at once. And she inhales and breathes out for a minute and goes, so big evil bad guy that the legendary Jatembe fought wasn't sealed in the cathedral temple thing in legend and was just like not killed but sealed or exiled or what? So he's trying to bring himself back via this giant egg?
Yeah, that about sums it up.
Oh, I hate that.
And it's on our campus. Yes.
Oh, I doubly hate that. Why is it on our campus?
Because she looks back at Wobbles. Somebody's father, and then turns back, thought it was a good idea to leave it in the care of someone who understood it, who had been inadvertently incubating it for we don't know how long, until we told her what it was.
I'm
Also,
sure he had a good reason.
I mean, if he knew what it was, to be fair, the Megambia, I guess, would be the best place to put it. But also, god damn it.
She looks at, so do you want to go up there and warn them and kind of mark?
Yeah,
where
that
they-
would probably be a good idea.
So you go warn them. We will try to deal with that.
Okay, cool.
Gorgeous is looking up and trying to count how many bees there are.
There are about 15 to 20.
And how large they are.
They're the size of a horse.
Jeez.
I'm not kidding when I say giant mining bees.
Yeah.
We should probably stop them?
Yeah, we should probably most definitely stop them. She kind of looks around the room again, dark vision, kind of looking around the room and looking for a way to kind of like cut them off. We need a trap.
How are you gonna trap them?
She looks at Chase.
Why the hell are you all looking at me?
Remind me what you do again.
Ah, right. So, these are bees, yes?
She's asking.
Bees like sweet things.
Hold on.
Yes?
She's asking in character, by the way.
I know.
Okay.
Bees like sweet things, yes? Yes. So, easiest way to kill a rat, to lure it with cheese. Why not we make something sweet for it, lure it, and poison the hell out of it?
There are like 15 to 20 of the its that you're talking about. I'm reminding you, there are a lot of them.
A fair point.
And they are
but
the size of horses.
whatever they bring back, it goes straight to whatever is laying their hoard.
Yeah.
I need you to roll me a nature check before you go any further.
Second. Beneath. Nature check. Sorry. Ooh.
You know these bees are not communal bees.
Oh, so they're not.
They do not like being near each other. So this gathering behavior, not normal.
Something is controlling them then.
That's what she literally just told us.
Ah, fair.
we know what's controlling them. We just now we gotta figure out how to make it stop.
Got it.
He said to not fight them.
Because he doesn't want everyone to die.
Well, I mean, they said that, but at the same time, they probably didn't know about this.
I don't think. They knew
I have an idea.
Yes.
You know what you did? How you were able to catch all the fish?
Yes.
Do you think that would work on these bees?
Hold on.
How many can you affect at once?
Anything that can hear it.
Oh, cool. So either you'll injure them enough that they'll fuck off, or they'll get pissed enough to attack you.
One or the other.
50-50 chance, let's go!
Hold on a second, I'm looking at the other one. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, those, and let me look at one more. Yeah, so I can do that, or I can try to scare them all. Oh wait, no, it's just one creature. Never mind. So I can try that, but you understand that if it fails, we're kind of screwed.
We could see about gathering up some extra hands.
Stop summoning more. Stop it. No, stop. Stop.
21, 20,
No, it's still going. No.
You told me 15, God damn it.
This is not 15.
It's definitely like 23 of them.
So, is this some like 2 + 2 = 4 - 1? That's 3 quick math.
This is definitely calculus happening right now. So she looks at everyone and she goes, I'm going to just say this one more time. If I do this and they don't fuck off, I hope you all can run really fast.
Now that I see that there's more than I thought there were, I'm regretting this plan. Maybe we should just leave.
Look, this is a this is a decision we're making here. This is gonna go very fucking poorly.
Is it
Very, very poorly.
Knowing our... He's gonna look at Amelia. Do you not remember the fucking mushroom? Look in that room and imagine each... Okay, room, loose term. Look in there and imagine each of them as a fucking mushroom.
I'm also imagining what's actually controlling them.
Decisions. I'm totally not enjoying your trepidation. Nope, not me.
I'm gonna say this right now. If this fucks up, Corbin is ready to color spray the shit out of that fucking corridor.
This actually is a good idea. So, all of you, we need to find a way to corral them into one area. They come at us.
The good thing is you're all in tunnels.
Exactly.
So, bad thing is so are they.
And the bad news is that they're probably very fucking fast and fucking fly, but we won't go there. So she kind of looks back at the tunnels they came from. Those. Okay. I kind of have a plan. It's gonna suck, but it's a plan.
For fuck's sake, what's the plan?
We need to make it so that they can come at us from one side only. So she kind of looks back down to where the traps were. Can any of you reverse engineer a trap?
That would require somebody have the feats snare or trap crafting.
Nope.
Okay. Okay.
Well, it might not be the exact trap, but I think I know what you're trying to get at. And, well, if we do get them in an area, they did say that this place is unstable in some parts, right?
Yes, but then we also have to worry about what we're going to collapse at the top if we do that.
Bring down an
Well,
entire fucking building.
that's a
And
good
know the
point, I
world as we
guess.
know it.
This is why I asked if there was a chance of sinkholing if something does collapse. Remember, we are underground.
Hey, what was Ignacy making?
Bug repellent.
He was
and
making
something else.
a type of repellent. Yes. It's not done yet.
But he did say that it melts skin, right?
Some reagents, yes. He didn't give me any.
Do you
Not
think
what I'm.
it's not ready because it's not exactly safe and it might be dangerous enough to not just repel but melt some giant horse-sized bees?
It could also melt us just getting it down here, but I see what you're getting at.
Either that or he's got something poisonous that can not bring the entire thing down on top of our heads.
That was what I was getting at. Here's another question. As a thaumaturge, can this character recall knowledge, dubious knowledge, about things scent-wise that may actually repel these things temporarily?
Scent wise? Alright, let me Okay, so you can roll me a DC 16 nature.
Nature. Okay. I'm going to be using this. I'll just. Yeah, there you go. You see it in chat?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, just want to make sure. Nature. Okay. Here we go. Any luck? This is the one I always fail. God damn it.
Okay, let me read this. You know that giant bees are highly territorial. They construct hives in caves and abandoned buildings, villages if they take over. But you also know that all bees have a queen. And they almost never leave the hive. So, though they may be solitary normally, as long as there is the scent of a queen, they may like become docile.
Is there a way to recognize this scent?
No idea. None of you have the ability to transform into a beast, and none of you have bestial senses.
Nope.
Well, then I guess you're gonna have to ask someone else.
Yes, if only we knew someone that was kind of insectoid-like.
If you call an arachnid an insect one more time, I'm going to beat you.
Insectoid-like.
Right.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, we might have to go back to the dorm for a moment. I'm loath to leave these things here.
If you need someone to watch over them, I can.
I'm loath to leave you by yourself.
You're loath for a lot of things.
I really am.
I'm just loath to loathe, apparently, at this point.
Wow.
Okay, so I have caltrops, but they fly. That won't work. Okay.
I think we'll be okay if we leave them here. They're just gonna keep digging if left, undisturbed, which gives us time to.
Does give us time.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's go check. Essie's going to warn Corriday and we are going to go to the dorm and enlist some help.
Okay.
All in favor? Anybody disagree? She looks at everybody.
Shakes his head.
So you're saying either we go get help or we stay here and eat shit?
Yes, exactly. What would you prefer?
Yeah, I imagine it would probably make sense to go get help.
I mean, I'm all for repeating the mushroom incident with you alone. Since you felt the need to bring that
I
up.
wasn't the one that it initially tenderized.
Like I said, since you felt the need to bring that up.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Giant bees are about to invade the school.
Let's go.
Okay.
In this world, bees make you go extinct.
That literally.
God damn it.
They really do.
Mickey like gets back to the dorm room and just literally just runs to Ignati's room, like bangs on the door.
You can hear fucking the sound of a bellows going, and it's like, hold on a minute. Like the sound of like multiple things being strapped closed, fucking things being turned down, and Ignacy is basically enters the door in full hazmat gear, closes the door behind him. Yeah. Hey, how can I help you, Dollface? You okay?
Do you remember that dangerous thing you were telling me about?
What, the reagents that you have to wear protection when you're doing
Yeah,
alchemy?
yeah.
Yeah.
How effective are they against bees?
Well, I mean, acid is acid, and something that's really basic can still eat through chitin, I guess.
Do you think you have enough to deal with a horde of bees?
How many are we talking?
They are
23 horse-sized bees.
that part.
Just to be an asshole. Just to be an asshole. Manifesting one of the fucking imageries of one of the pricks.
Ignacy just starts hysterically laughing. He's like, "Are you kidding?
No, I'm not.
What the fuck? What the fuck?" He goes back into his room. You can hear things being moved around, and
He shuts the door and he moves.
and he gives you what looks like an old pesticide pump, like the pump action things that you spray.
Mhm.
And he gives you like 2 or 3 cartridges. He's like, "You don't want to inhale this. It'll probably kill you along with the bees. But it'll kill the bees."
She just kind of looking like, wait, let me check something on my sheet. Just to make sure. Vision. Immune to death effect. Killed. Immune to other parts of spell effect. Cannot become looks at bonus disease and poison. It does not say if I need to breathe. Okay, I think I'll be good. Okay. She looks at everybody else. We won't breathe this, right?
And here I thought we were just going to give it all a big old huffing session.
I thought it was just gonna be puff puff pass.
So Ignacy kind of like slinks back into his dorm, rummages around, comes back out with 4 masks.
That's the spirit.
Thank you. We will bring these back to you.
Thanks. Let
Keep-
me
keep- keep
let me
working
know
on
how
that.
effective that is.
Yeah, keep working on that thing though, because this is it's worse than you think. I'll tell you about it later.
Wait a
Oh,
minute.
lovely, more bugs. He
Important
closes the
OOC
door.
question. Can the poppet breathe? Does it breathe?
Yes.
Confused DM noises.
I mean, there's only 4 mags, so I would probably think there's 5 of us.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up.
That's all the masks he has, so
One of us do not breathe. Alright, so she like immediately just hands out the mask to everybody else for right now, and then goes down the hallway and knocks on Tenzenwei's door.
yes.
Help.
With what?
Can you come out for a moment?
Sure. And she kind of like, you can hear her trying to untangle herself, probably from her children. And she like opens the door and she's like, yes.
This is gonna sound bad, but I kind of need your help.
With?
Remember that issue with the insects and the thing that we were talking about that happened?
Yeah, that. Floor candy.
How effective is your webbing against giant bees?
Huh. I'm not entirely certain. I haven't attempted to try and catch insects with it for a while. I know it can catch my children just fine. It
Wait.
should be able to catch bees.
We might need your help. Like, well, we do need your help, really, really bad.
They're a bit bigger than you think.
What is it specifically that you need help with?
I got this. And I tell her everything.
Oh, bees. Giant bees. Why? Okay. She calls Miriam over, who like kind of fucking is like half buried in a book to watch her children, and she goes with you.
One more person. Homework, because if I remember correctly, someone may have a spell that can help as well.
Sorry to interrupt. What's that cat man's name again?
Chisare.
Chisare?
Yes.
What were you gonna say, Amelia? Sorry for interrupting earlier.
Oh, it's fine. She was gonna go knock on Anchor Root's door as well.
Anchor, of course, answers the door. Yes.
Immediately casts message so that they can talk normally.
She casts it back and she's like, yes. How can I help you?
Remember that assignment we had where we had to actually find the nest of the ants?
Ugh. Yes.
There is a larger problem. 23 of them digging upwards from below into the tireless hall, and we need to stop them.
Not the Tyler's Hall, the Archon Hall.
Oh, that's where the egg is.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, digging up into the Archon Hall.
That's bad. That's very bad. That's really bad.
So, we're trying to set a trap so that we can trap them in that one area and sort of flush them out, so they only have one way to come at us if they do come at us. And
I don't have anything magic-wise I can use, but she goes and like goes to the back of her room and grabs like these streamers that kind of look like they have pie tins strapped to them, and it's like, but this keeps like large insects out of the garden usually. Things like the hornets and stuff like that, because the reflection of light kind of messes with bugs.
okay,
So maybe if you tack these to like one side of the hallway, they'll like get confused.
okay, okay. We will try. We will try.
I am not. I'm sorry. I don't have much like combat experience.
It's fine. It's just there are 23 of them and they're the size of horses, and we cannot handle this on our own. So anything at this point will help.
That is, bees should not be allowed to be that big.
No, they really should not. But I will bring these back. They're not destroyed. I'll bring them back. I'll try to bring them back.
Thank you.
He comes running back down the hallway. Like, okay, did we miss anybody?
I'm gonna knock on Cheesere's door.
Yeah.
I have questions.
Cesare kind of like opens the door a little bit and sticks his furred head out. Yeah, I might have answers.
Talk about the cook
Do
and
you
the
have?
hold on. The cook and the brewer are about to have a scheming session.
Wow.
I just find that. No, I just find that amazing. Go ahead.
What's your stock look like? And does any of it attract bees?
Are you looking to attract bees or make them fuck off?
Attract them.
Yeah. Hold on. And he goes into his room. You could hear the clinkling of bottles, and he comes out and hands you like 2 bottles. Honeymead. That
How much
should
is-
attract them and get them drunk, so.
Well, there's about 20 plus of them, and they're about the size of horses.
What?
Explain.
Yeah.
Explain.
While Gordis is explaining it, Wobbles is slowly getting closer and making grabby hands toward the bottles.
Amelia's going to try to stop him. No. Nothing from him.
Do you have an extra bottle?
Yeah, hold on. This one's experimental. I've been trying to see if I can't make something of a higher proof, so,
Freeze it.
here you go.
Have you tried freezing it?
I have not.
Okay.
So, he hands you 3 bottles. You have 3 bottles of honeymead. One of them is extremely potent at 80 APV.
That's amazing.
How much?
Just float me 10 gold. Should be fine.
10.
10, yeah.
No
You know how
discount.
difficult it is to get fucking honey? Without getting your face stung off?
All right.
Looks
I'm
like
giving him 10 coins.
looks like I'm the only one that's not going to be working for my money back. Anyway,
Okay.
Alright.
She's Ray smiles, closes the door, says thank you behind the door.
Amelia looks at the other 3. Have you seen the others get input? My
fucking Okuro's probably in class. Nux Solo is most likely in class. Just ignore their fucking portraits, because you know. Habram is also in class, so
Oh, okay. So this is what we got, and we have Tenzaway coming with us.
yep.
Okay, and Essie has gone to warn Ott and the other instructors. Okay, looking at all of you. Let's go.
All right, let's do this. I got booze.
God, I hate all of you. To the tunnels! Where's Tenzin Way? There we go. Here's Tenzin Way.
I can't scroll. What happened? Okay. Okay. So our main problem. Oh, son of a bitch.
What?
Nothing. Our main problem, and she's trying to explain this before they get closer to him. So, and let's just say she's looking at the map and showing everybody, like we're in the station area where we are. I'm just
Yeah.
I'm gonna be clicking on the map, so I'm just gonna try to, like, this is how she's marking it off. Like, okay, so this place is the narrow tunnel we want them to come to.
Okay.
This place over here at C5 is what we want to block off. This is why we need the repellents and a way to seal that particular area.
I can seal it.
You can seal it.
I think so, yes.
Alright, how are you gonna do that?
I have shatter.
Oh.
No.
Well, I mean, if you cause a cave-in, that's
Wait.
one way of sealing an entrance.
Yeah.
Wait, last resort. Last resort. Okay.
I mean, do you have anything else?
She points at Tenzin Way. And holds up the streamers with the thing to repel them from that area.
But it's not foolproof.
No, it's not, but I'd rather not cave, like, I'd rather not create a sinkhole at the same time.
I mean, probably wouldn't do that, but okay.
If you... The goal is to not let them up to the surface, not open a hole for them to get away. And we don't know if there are more anywhere near us.
I mean, how far down are we?
Pretty decent. You're about 20, 30 feet below.
Oh, 20, 30 feet below. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. Attacks a nearby object. You deal 2d10 sonic damage to the object. Doesn't really specify how big the object is, just that it has a range of 30 feet. Could I cast Shatter without bringing down the whole place or part of the building above us?
I don't know, can you?
I don't know, can I?
I don't know, fucking can you?
I don't know, can I?
So Amelia looks at Wobbles. Let's try the other way first. It gets to the point where they can't be contained to do it.
Okay.
She kind of looks at Tenzin Way. This is the area that we need to seal. That's why I asked you about your webs. He continues to point it out on the map.
Also, do we just hear like angry or busy buzzing from all the way down there?
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
I hate that. I don't like that.
Constant droning, my guy.
Ah, I don't like that at all.
So he waits to see if Tenzin has any input concealing that passage.
So, do you want to start this whole thing, or wait until next time, or we can have the full time to see if you guys get your shit kicked in?
It seems like a good time to say next time on Dragon Ball Z.
We're going to be taking care of a certain respec.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna end it here for now. All in favor?
Yes.
Okay. So,
Or,
oh, I
sorry.
never changed it back to the gaming channel. Anyway, everybody can see it now. What we're talking about, and you can see just how many of it is. And we're going back to the okay. So next time on Pathfinder Z, we're gonna try not to get our shit kicked in by a bunch of fucking bees, a bunch of angry bees, a bunch of angry horse-sized bees that should not be allowed to be that big.
Yeah, I didn't want to like start combat and then you just fucking suddenly have to go fucking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure to be continued.
That would have actually been perfect.
That would have been perfect. So we're going to stop at the point where we're planning our attack against these giant fucking insects that are probably going to fuck us up if we don't do this carefully. Which would have sucked for Chase's first day. Well, yeah, Chase's first day.
Hey, he had dysentery the first day of getting here, and then now.
So, we knew what we came down here for, but now we have an immediate problem, and that is where our team will have to deal with later. Any final words, thoughts, comments, concerns, questions?
Remember, no matter what, it's always okay to be yourself.
I would
Take a
like to
lesson from
yeet the teddy bear into the bee chamber.
Take a lesson from Anchor Root. Always rock out with your bagak out.
Stop!
Fucking
Why are you
God.
like this? I hate you so much!
No, you don't.
That is a reference to Anchor Root's familiar, so that everybody understands. Anchor Root has a fat chicken as a familiar.
I'm gonna fucking throw myself out of a window.
So, yeah,
That's
we're
great.
definitely gonna end it with that because I swear every time you do that, I'm gonna cast fucking. Like, I want to cast goddamn torturous trauma on you every time you do that. I swear. But point being, we're done for the night. We'll be back.
This person, I'm so upset. This person, Belle, just sent me a picture of the adventuring party that they're bringing to Druma, and they're all soft babies, and one of them is just like, I don't want to be here. I'm like, this poor baby.
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good night.
everybody.
Good night, everybody.